Hi, this is Mimi and welcome to my extremely messy desk. I thought I would take you along today while I worked on some pages for a commission journal that I am making. I got asked if I would make a Nightmare Before Christmas journal and I said yes, of course. Fun fact, I've never seen Nightmare Before Christmas, so I had to watch a recap video on YouTube. Fine, it's great. And now I'm just getting started on working on some of the pages, so I thought I would take you through and show you how I do one or two of the pages. I've already cut 2 trees for my next page. So these 2 trees, right now while I have the tree die out, I'm actually cutting trees for another page. And these are tangled. I don't want to keep them tangled, so I have to make sure I separate them. So I'm actually just cutting this tree here for another page while I have my tree dies out, because I'm hoping that as I go I'm smart enough to put away the dies I've already used, but who knows. So far I have made 4 pages for this there went my die for this journal. So that is what I've been doing since yesterday. I've just been, I gathered all my supplies. If you saw my desk, you'd be in shock because it is a mess. So now I have this for a later one, and I still need to cut out other trees because my page can't just have that small tree. So I'm just digging through to hopefully find more trees. I'm cutting them all out in black. I don't know why, because I don't know. It is what it is. I have a whole piece of black here. I'm just going to start cutting out pieces of, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm not going to do that. Yeah, no, you know what I'm going to do? You're like, what? What are you going to do? I'm going to do the birch in black. So all I'm going to do is cut this down to size. I just lay it on and cut. Okay, and then I need another one. I'm just going to go down here again. And then I may cut out some more trees just so it looks like a full forest is what I'm going for. So I'm going to cut a few more pieces. And then I'm going to take these 2 and cut them out at one time. Okay. And then I'll show you, oh, I shifted that. That was me. I shifted it. Wasn't paying attention. Okay. Just going to roll this through. And then maybe cut out some of that other tree that I grabbed. And then we'll put this page together. So these 2, I'll put them aside. Put the die away because I don't need it anymore. And let's cut out a few pieces of this one also, just so we have a bunch of different types of trees. We don't just want one type of tree. Let's see. Nope. Do I not have a piece? I thought I had scraps big enough to do, but I don't. So let's cut another piece of scrap so I can do 2 at a time. So I'm just cutting it down. Okay. And we're gonna put this in, and where did my top go? Hey guys, I lost my top. There it is. Okay, and I believe that's everything that I have to, oh no, there's little pieces in here. There's little pieces. This die I got on Temu, so we're just gonna put little pieces in here. Okay. I get asked a lot to show how I make pages in my journals that I do for commission, but I'm going to be honest, I'm down here for hours at a time. Nobody wants to see hours and hours of footage of me figuring out how I'm making pages. I don't even want to be down here for hours and hours at a time trying to figure out how I make pages. All right, I'm going to take these off and put this aside, put these away, and put this away for now. I will need it again later. I have a bunch of different things I have to cut out. All right, so here's my papers. This one is the other side. So when I make a journal like this, depending on what somebody wants, like this is somebody who's ordered from me before, and they wanted a journal reminiscent for their sister, I believe her sister, that I made her last year. I'll link that one down below. It was a 4th of July themed little golden book journal. This one is a Nightmare Before Christmas little golden book journal. So all I'm doing is right now putting away so I don't lose pieces. All right, so that's put away, and I don't think I need any more trees, so I'm going to put that away. All right, now what I want to do is just start decorating the page, and I might do can't think. I might do clouds on this page also, but if I'm going to do clouds, I think I'm going to do dark clouds to continue on with the dark theme. Okay. And for that, I do have a stencil. I'm just trying to get these pieces apart. There we go. Okay, I'm going to pause and get this apart. Okay, I have everything punched out and ready to go. And now I think I am going to do some clouds. So I'm just getting my glass mat, lay this down, and I'm just going to use my VersaFine and this cloud stencil that I got on Temu, and I'm going to put some black clouds in. I'm going to use not this part, but the actual cloud, and I'm just going to do a few. That's all. On both pages. There we go. That's it. Just a few. I don't want to go overboard and do too many. Okay. Then I'm just going to wipe and clean my stencil. And put it away, because I'm going to tell you, when I tell you my desk is a mess, it's a mess, and I don't want to ruin or lose the stencil. And then we can put the glass mat away. And now we have all these trees to glue on. Let me make sure. See, good thing I looked. So I have these birch trees that I want to put down. And then I think I want to cut them in pieces. I'm just going to cut them off, and then I can put some over here, some over here, this spooky tree in the middle, and I might not even need this tree. Yeah. I think I'm going to do it like that. Perfect. And then you can journal on the purple part. Now I believe this is the fourth day, because now I was asked to do 2 pages for every day and do enough pages for a month. So I believe then that this is the last in this grouping of pages. And by that I mean I keep the little golden book in order, and I will put some journal pages in between each, and in between a grouping of book pages. And when I went through and I figured it out, I figured out like it would be clumps of 4 days at 4 days. Alright, fun fact, I've been gone for a while. My mom was having problems with her phone, so she switched phone companies, and she was still having problems, so she stopped by after work and I fixed her phone for her. I fixed her problem for her, so she's now good to go. She could not, she changed the payment on her phone plan, and they screwed it up on their end, not on her end. And they deactivated her phone number. They deactivated her account because the payment didn't go through because they screwed up the payment. And then when she called and told them they screwed up, they told her they would send her a new SIM because they needed to send her a new SIM. Fine, but they never sent her a new SIM. So I had her switch phone companies. I've been using Mint for over 3 years now, so I had her switch. And she did. Yep, I like how that looks. And she did switch, but then she couldn't get her phone number back because her phone was deactivated. Her account was deactivated, so she couldn't get her phone number back. To get her phone number back, she had to reactivate it. Let me tell you, I spent 2 hours on the phone because she couldn't call. She couldn't do nothing. So I called, and I spent 2 hours on the phone trying to get her NTP number transfer pin, and they said you had to reactivate your phone, and they kept transferring me. The amount of times they transferred me was insane. I talked to 8 different people across 3 phone calls because they just kept transferring me, telling me that this person could do it, let me transfer you, but they couldn't do it. And the last time they're like, let me transfer you, and they never transferred me. So that was fun times. So I told her, I said, you're just going to have to suck it up and get a new phone number, which sucks. Anybody who's had to get a new phone number knows that. Sucks. It's horrible. All that stuff that you have to do to get, changing it for everybody, it's horrible. But I told her, I said, you don't have a choice. So she dropped some stuff off, and I fixed her phone for her quick. And then it still wouldn't fix, and I was like, ugh, I gotta pop out your SIM, because she got an eSIM. eSIM is like the smartest thing ever. So she was able to have an eSIM, so she doesn't need a physical SIM, which is really nice, but it's done. It's done. But anyway, I was not down here doing anything because I was helping her. And then I had to switch. I said to her, I said, I'm sorry, you're going to have to text every single person that you want to have your phone number and say, this is my new phone number. And then you're going to have to call the home that my grandmother's at. And she's like, I hope She's like, I hope there was no issue with your grandmother. I'm like, I'm sure they would have called somebody else on the list if there was. You're not an only child. There's other people on the list. And then she's like, I hope your Aunt Lisa's not mad because I haven't answered a text. I haven't texted her in days. I'm like, I'm sure she'll understand. Like, I'm sure it'll be okay. Okay. And then if this was my page, I would journal on the purple part, and I would journal in white pen or like a colored pen that would pop off this page. That's what I would do. But now I have extra trees. What am I going to do with those extra trees? I don't know. I should glue them together and put them aside. I was thinking of actually watching the movie, but honestly, I have no interest. I have no interest in this movie. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I play Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I ignore Jack Skellington in my game. I don't even have him. I don't even have him maxed out because I just ignore him. Just like I ignore the dude from Moana. I don't know his name because I ignore him that much. Okay. Alright, there we go. So this page is done. So now I have, I believe that's all. So that's 1 page, 2 page, yes, that's 4 pages. I have a list of all the pages I want to do. So I did the trees. So I'm going to check them off. I check them off twice. Like, did I prep the page first and then did I finish the page? So now I have pumpkins to do. And then the trees with the Christmas tree symbol. So I'll do 2 more pages. So I have also here the groups. There was a grouping of 4. So that's done. So I have my grouping of 4 done. I'm going to put these aside. I'm going to take the book and flip 2 more pages over. So now I'm going to start again. I put 1 on one side, 1 on the other so I don't get them confused. And now I have the pumpkin page. And my pumpkin page is this page here that I have to cut to size. And I think, do I have another one of these? I might have another pumpkin page. I might not. Where's my, there it is. I might have a second one of these. Oh, but I have this one. So I think I'm just going to do these like this. Okay, these 2 pages. And then I will add orange. Do I have orange out? I might not. I'm going to add orange pockets, but let's cut them down to size. Okay. So they're already 6 by 8, but I need to trim off. And that's the size we need, 6 by 8, but I need to trim off because they're a little over 8 because of the branding strip. Well, it's not a branding strip, it's just the hole in the paper that you can hang it, the hole. See, the hole. All right. There's no brand on it, so it's not a branding strip technically. All right, so this page, except for, did I not grab orange? I guess I didn't. I'm going to grab some orange and I'm going to make pockets. I think I'm going to make little tucks. So I'm going to cut it to 8 inches and then I'm going to cut it to 3 inches and tear. So I'm going to cut these both to 3 inches by 8 inches, and then I'm going to tear the edges and glue them on as tuck spots, and that finishes these pages. These are very simple, very easy. Just, I want to tear it like so, and then we'll put it like that, and tear this one also. And I want to kind of do different depths of the tear and glue that on. Okay? And then that page is done. And then we can flip it over and start on a new page. So this is all I do when I do a journal like this, is I figure out what kind of pages I want to put in the journal. So in this instance, I did a little research. I did a little research on the movie itself and wrote down a bunch of ideas. Now there are also going to be some plain pages, so I think my next group of pages will be plain pages because I don't have enough ideas to spread out to 31 days. Okay, so this page here now, I think I'm going to make a plain page, and what I'll do is find a matching, nope, why not do white and orange? And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use these black trees. I'm just going to decorate the bottoms with these black trees, and then that'll be it. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. Yes, it's a plain simple page. I have this stuff left over. Why not? And what I might do is continue the pumpkins, because I have some pumpkin dies here that I wanted to cut out pumpkins. And I'm going in order of the pages I wrote down because I literally wrote them down as I was watching the recap. Okay, so I wrote them down in order of the movie, how the movie goes. So I want to follow. I don't want to skip around. I don't want to go next to like an, what is it, Oogie Boogie? Is that the guy's name? I don't know. I don't want to go to that page next and skip over, because that wouldn't make sense. Do you understand what I mean? Am I explaining myself right? Like, I wouldn't want to start with Christmas, because Christmas comes later on in the book. So that there, I know you can't see the texture there. You can see it really well in person. And then we have these. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to pop these up on and make them pop off of the tree a little bit. So I'm just going to cut these in half and put these on. So pop that up a little bit. And same, how many of these are there? There's 2 different of these. Okay. All right. I'll just put it on a branch. Okay, so see that? And then it'll get glued down, probably right about there. So let's do the other one. And it's the same thing. Just going to glue, put dots of glue throughout so it will stick nicely to the leaves of the tree. I really like this dye. I did get this dye on Temu. I'm a sucker for a good tree dye. And this one is like my top favorite tree dye that I own. Sorry if you hear that noise. I do have a fan on. It gets warm down here in the summer. Okay. Alright. And now we put these on. I should have grabbed my nonstick scissors because now my scissors are sticky. And that sucks when that happens because now I'll have to clean them. And you know what's going to happen when I clean them? I'm going to cut myself. I can fully admit that I'm just going to cut myself, and it's just how it's going to be. For a second there, I thought I forgot to press play, and I've been talking to absolutely nobody this whole time. I mean, I'm talking to nobody, but not even a recorded video. I would feel really dumb. Alright. Doesn't really matter where you put them. They don't have to be in the same spot. That's the good thing about this dye. You can just put them anywhere. And the trees don't look identical. Alright. And we glue these on. Okay, there we go. And I do, like I said, I do have a little pumpkin dye. Where is it? I have so much stuff on my desk right now. I thought I grabbed it out. Is it in here? Yes. It's in this little bag here, which is a very cute, spooky sign. It's a sign. Okay. This is my mini die cut machine. Do I have enough room to cut from here? I do. Look at that. I only want to cut out 2. One for each page, or maybe just 2 and put them on the white page because the other one's orange. I am shaking everything. I'm very sorry. So I think I might only cut out this one and put it there, and maybe cut out one more. I'll cut out one more. I don't think there's any, I don't see any greenery to go with it, like any top or anything. That's weird, right? Okay. Now this page, didn't I say it was going to be a simple page? This is not what I meant by a simple page, by the way. Just an FYI. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these down and then this page will be done. Glue one there and maybe one right next to it on the other side. Sounds good. So now this page is done.